It's buyer beware. Check out the engine, transmission, brakes, safety equipment like blind spot monitors, all of that stuff to ensure that it's working properly before you make a purchase. Good dealers have got your back if something arises after purchase, but most dealers do not. So you have to protect yourself, and always remember that when you're buying a used car, it's buyer beware, and only on new cars is there a limit law. When test driving a car, you want to make sure that you do highway and city driving. It's so important to go out there. Now, car salesmen are going to have a predetermined set route, mostly by their managers, to make all right-hand test drives and to make it as short as possible. Now, you want to go out and test drive for a good 20 to 30 minutes on your car that you're purchasing. New cars, you can go a little bit less, but used cars, you definitely want to get 10, 12, 13 miles in. When I get out on the road, I love to go out and hit the gas really hard to see what acceleration is, let the car kind of settle down, get back out of those gears, let the gears go down, and then hit the brakes as hard as I can and get an ABS stop. Now, of course, before you do that, you want to warn your passengers.
Yeah.
And then punch it again. When you're on city streets, you want to make sure that you don't test drive on a brand new road. Get off on those side roads. If you see a little pothole, not those big deep ones, make sure you hit it. Make sure you hit some cracks. Make sure you take the steering wheel and you kind of go like this to listen for any squeaks and rattles that may be in the suspension as well. And remember, warn your passengers. After your highway drive and your city street drive, the very next thing you want to do is come to an open lot, because the next step is a big deal to make sure that nothing's crazy happening while you're test driving the car. So when you get into the parking lot, you want to go about 5 to 10 miles an hour and do kind of like figure eight. So you want to get a tough left-hand turn and get this figure eight going. When you come out of it, do a hard right-hand turn. You can hear my tripod in the back. We want to get the car shaking back and forth. At slow speeds, sometimes you can feel that there is something wrong with the car. You hear clunks, you hear clinks, you hear weird noises. Also, while you're in the parking lot, you want to be able to test everything out. This is the time that we're going to start going through our driver information center. We're going to start messing with the radio. We're going to put all the cameras on, reverse cameras, 360 cameras, whatever the case may be. We want to make sure everything works down here. We want to make sure we hit these physical buttons to make sure the lights come on. Now, in the wintertime, you can't test AC because this comes out at 40 degrees. In the summertime, it's going to be tough to test the heat out because it's 100 degrees out today. Right there, as it shows you 94 with a heat index of 101. If your car has got the USB ports and Bluetooth, you want to connect those to make sure everything works according to the way it's supposed to. Test out your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto as well.
Can we test out eating?
Now that we're parked, you want to get out and do another visual inspection, and this time you want to make sure that your nose is on point. When you get out, you want to make sure that the hood is open and smell for anything that is wrong. Smell for anything that is wrong. Coolant leak is really what we're looking for on used cars. On new cars, you will have a burning smell sensation because that's that new engine, exhaust, and all that stuff being heated up for the very first time. The biggest tips that I can give you when test driving cars is test drive minimal cars. The more you test drive, the harder it's going to get to make a decision, and most importantly, bring the people with you the first time that are making the decisions with you.